What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Y'all like how I just slide the video like that. But we're gonna go in here. We're gonna get back to another video. We're gonna be doing our ancestral message. So we're seeing what our past of our relatives and things of that has what messages gonna give us. You know what I mean? We're gonna be burning some sage for this because it might get a little personal, so I don't want to pick up on too much energy. So you know what I mean? All right. So you guys check out my last readings if you guys have some time. I do encourage you guys have anything you have to do, like get it done, get out of the way, you know what I mean? Don't make sense watching me progress if you're just not gonna progress. And I can be a little real sometimes, so I see, I don't know if people get offended by that or whatever, like I'm putting some quotes, and I noticed like the first time my voiceovers was getting a little too but I be trying to just, keep it like a buck, like feel me? So I don't be trying to, cause life is serious, life is great. But you gotta be on your P's and Q's, like, you feel me? You have to. So it's like, I don't really want to be that, you know what I'm saying? I gotta sometimes keep it real and honest. But I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that just now. I just think that I just came off, like, I'm coming off, like, feel me? On point, but, we're gonna go ahead and get right into this answer message. So, I want you guys to clear your minds, really. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to think of relatives because that's gonna manipulate the reading in a way. I don't want you to think of somebody that you might. I don't want somebody passed recently, so I'm gonna think of this person. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't think of somebody that just passed. Don't do that. Let me do your reading, and then you after the reading or during the reading, if it pops in your mind, then that is the message from that person. So like if I was to say something like a specific color, and you remember a color about this person that they always used to wear, then the messages is from them. You know what I mean? So I just encourage you guys to clear your minds. Please don't think of a specific relative with this. I want the reading to go as smoothly as possible for you. This is a general reading, so I do want to hit everybody on the same note. Right? Let's get into it. Did I shuffle? I don't even remember. Do it again anyway. 2 times is better than 1. Let's get it. Now y'all see the setup. Y'all see me progressing. I'm making sure y'all progressing too. Alright, let's go. We got good farmer. A symbol of diligence and hard work. This person might have been a farmer or might have believed in self-reliance. You know what I mean? They might have always believed in, I have some relatives that like to cut their hair. I got some relatives that like to garden. I got some relatives that believe in fishing for their fish. I got some relatives that believe in just doing their nails. I'm got different, so this person could be very self-reliant. They're like, yo, if I can do it myself, what is it, do it yourself? I think it's DIY. I'm a DIY king. Do it yourself. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's DIY. No, they could be like, I'm a DIY master. Like me personally, I like to go around the house fixing things by myself. If I don't need to call nobody and get on somebody's nerves to come around and fix something, I'll fix it myself. Feel me? But that's just me. But this could be a relative that always used to be like that. You know what I mean? So, like I said, if it's coming to your mind, then most likely it's a message from the from I won't say the higher power, but maybe it is from the higher power specifically, technically, but specifically so your angel, your guardian angel, somebody that's watched over you, somebody that's a passive relative, right? He who wants to be king, right? It says, he who wants to be king must first learn to serve. This could be like a boss, somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody that's really built the ground up, really built the life from the dirt, like, they must have passed over as like someone of a higher prep, like a higher up there in the ranks. You know what I mean? Whether they was a business owner or if they worked for somebody, they was up there as a manager, whatever. And they probably always used to explain like, yo, you have to start from somewhere. You know what I mean? So this says, he who wants to be a king must first learn to serve. And that could be indicating that this could be female or masculine. It could go both ways. This is a general reading. But the point of this message is that I'm getting across is that this person has passed away in a higher level. You know what I mean? So to a point where they used to always tell you that You gotta work your way up your ranks. It's better if you start from nothing. That way you know where you come from. That way you know how, even if they know how to treat others, right? Like, I know a lot of people that work in certain places, they get to a certain level and they know how to treat others because they at one point was there. They didn't just come in as, like, if you're in the military, you guys should know what like an officer is, right? Or if you're not in the military, let's say you do a regular job, manager and a regular worker. If you know how managers work, typically when a manager has worked their years up, unless the like some ignorant person where they like for some reason just lack to sustain that knowledge that they came from that place. I'm not saying you gotta be like an easygoing person, but you gotta at least be some sort of discipline or some sort of, you know, just in nature to respect somebody that's hard working hard, like where you came from. So I've seen a lot of situations where managers or people of a high, you know, a higher status has, you know, helped out a lot of people like that are, you know, irregular because they're like, yo, I was there, I know how it is, so let me help you get up to the top. So I've seen that a lot play out. So this could have been somebody of that status that's always like explaining to you more so that, hey, listen, start from the bottom, you work your way up. When you get to the top, don't forget where you come from because the people that are beneath you, you work for them. They've always probably try to give you that speech. Like I know I've had some people like that. That hey, even when you get to the top, you still work for the people below you, so you always gotta respect them in a way. You know what I mean? We have a snake that is climbing a raffia tree. It says because of its thorns, the raffia tree is dangerous. Challenge to the snake. The ability to climb the tree is a model of persistence and prudence. This could be a relative or a friend or somebody that, you know, somebody that's passed over that's actually said like, yo, the way up is gonna be tough. You know what I mean? They might have said like I thought a relative that told me that life is gonna throw you curveballs. You just gotta know how to hit them. So this could be something related to that, but it comes down to the thorns. You know what I'm saying? The thorns on the raffia tree are referring to the snake. It's, even though it's difficult in life to prosper and to maneuver, because of the thorns or because of the obstacles, of course, like real-line thorns of obstacles. Because of the obstacles in life, it's hard to maneuver through life. But once you get that flow of it, they might have always told you that. So I don't know if you guys have ever had somebody sit down and talk to you guys at the dinner table or on the block. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just rephrase whatever phrase that you guys can associate with, or at the church or whatever location. You always have this person tell you like, listen, life is like this, but as long as you know how to maneuver, you'll be fine, right? Let's see what else we got. Next we got accept God. Accept God. So God is the opponent. The symbol impresses the deep faith the Archeans have in the Supreme Being. This could be somebody that's always told you there's a higher power, always try to drill that in your head, like, or always even shared you this. Like, they're probably, I'm picking up, they probably took you to certain places, like, maybe even shared you to be grateful. Like, for example, maybe they even took you to like a homeless shelter when you were staying. Maybe you was like always complaining about your situation and took you on to a homeless shelter picking up on, and they're like, hey, listen, there's people that's got it worse. To somebody that's taught you that value of life and has taught you that value of just having faith that everything will work out, because everybody starts from somewhere and then people make it to the top. You know what I mean? So this could be somebody that just showed you to have faith. I don't know what it is or what it could be, but somebody's taught you to have faith within your life. So that's pretty clean. We have, I'm not carrying your basket. Maybe this could be somebody that's told you to defend for your, start defending for yourself. Because it also is a symbol of self-reliance and economic self-determination. So this could be somebody that's actually told you a lot of times to watch out for yourself. I don't know if you guys ever been on a plane, but on a plane, sad to say, if you have kids, I'm not proud to say this, but it does say that you should put your first, like if the plane's ever crashing or whatever, you need to put your breathing mask on before you put anybody else's on. That is like the rule, because typically you can't save anybody unless you save yourself. Like, unless you're in a position to save anybody, right? That, I think that goes for everything. Unfortunately and fortunately at the same time, because like you have kids, of course you're gonna want to do for your kids first. But in reality, you can't do for your kids unless you can do for yourself. So my parents out there, don't starve yourself, please. Like, I'm not saying you can not sacrifice a little, but make sure y'all eating and eating healthy, because once you're done, your kids got to defend for themselves, and you don't really want that, right? So you might as well stick around for a little bit longer, as much as you can. But I'm not carrying your basket to indicate that. Maybe somebody's always told you, excuse me, let me just drink some water. Maybe somebody's always told you, like, look, you gotta defend for yourself, because nobody's gonna be there for you, like when you know what I'm saying, when you're looking for the help. So somebody's probably always told you that. I don't know if you guys are like was growing up reckless or whatever, like you know how guys, you know how teenagers are. We was all thinking like that at one point, or at least I was, right? And I had to sit down where, you know, your friends ain't really your friends. I've had that experience, like actually like real, right? So my friend dissed me or whatever, walk away, and we had a deal, like, you know, I'm 16 or whatever, running reckless, and it was just like, you know, you learn that your friends ain't gonna be there for you. So that could have been a talk somebody's always had with you, that you gotta defend for yourself before you worry about others, because you can't help others if you ain't helping yourself. Which is where the term "I'm not carrying your basket" comes from. Basically, how can you carry somebody else's basket if you have to watch your own basket? You know what I mean? Now, if you can carry somebody else's basket and you have the strength, fine. But people trying to hand you their problems and you haven't even solved your own, I don't think it's really appropriate to, you know what I'm saying, to try to do that, right? They have God's tree or altar, right? It says Nea Dua is a sacred spot where rituals are performed. Erected in front of the house or compound, it is crafted from a tree that has been cut where 3 or more branches come together. So to bring these people back to life, I don't know if you guys saw that movie Coco or Color. I honestly, I can, like, I don't know why. One second, guys. Let me make sure I want to get y'all right. I want to get y'all. I want to make sure y'all Gucci. Watch out. Hold on. Coco. It ain't Coco. It must be Color. You know how you look it up and you can see like the little they have like these little pictures. See, it ain't Color. It must be Coco. Yep, Coco. I'm gonna keep that in mind. It's Coco. See, and you know what's crazy? I have my little setup over there, but somebody told me put it over her. I'm trying to listen to the spirit, you know what I mean? But they tell me to do certain things, I do it, I hook it up, and here we go. Makes it a lot easier. I have the laptop all in, do my thing. Coco had the altar. You know what I mean? In the movie, any scene, they had an altar set up for the grandma and the great. You're bringing them to life. So that's what they want you to do. They want you to make sure you got a picture. I don't care if it's like a picture, you know what I'm saying, a little table, or just have a picture near them. Kind of just a representation of them. And just making sure that they know that, hey, listen, I'm got you. Everywhere I go, I will show y'all a few pictures of where I don't got pictures on me, but of course, like I said, I don't know who's watching, so I can't just give everything, but that's just an advice for you guys. Carry like a little picture. You know how it goes to a funeral, you have that little thing right here? Little clip of the picture of the, you know, like a little thing. That could be something you carry around with you, things like that. Just kind of something to remember them by, you know what I mean? Or you can, if you want to go all out and create like an actual altar, put the table up, put the candles. I've had that at one point. Works, trust me, put the candle up there. Hey, do your thing, do whatever you feel. Look up some altars on Google, you know what I mean? There's plenty of different altars that you can do. Especially if you're somebody that feels like going to church, like, how can I really put this? Like, you can make an altar in your home to represent them. If there's days where you just can't get to the grave site, where you're just like, I'm being so busy, and you're just like, I want to see this person every day. I want to have a thing for them. Make an altar in your home, and that way you can, you know what I mean? In times where you can't get around to your actual buried site, you can actually be at one with them in your home, right? And then they can also kind of feel like they're still living with them in a sense, where they are, but spiritually, but it's kind of like a still thing where it's like, hey, you're always welcome by him type of thing, you know? So we have war horn. It's symbol of vigilance and weariness. The Akabian is a horn used to sound a battle cry. You know, pay attention to those warning signs. It was, let me tell you, just recently, a tragic, like, I can't believe, like, this, it was this tragic thing in Texas, y'all probably seen it. It was like 100 cars, you know what I'm saying, and, sad, and it was just like, one after the other, and it must have been icy or something like that, but a couple people was like in the comments, and they was like, you know, they missed it, like, by, like, just a GPS or something told them to go a different way. Follow your them instincts, because theirs could be the signal with battle cries. They could be crying to you guys to avoid a battle. And in that case, the battle was the car accident. You know what I mean? Large amount. I'm talking like 100 cars collided. Or back to back. Like one hit, they stop, and it's just a highway, so they're just smacking to each other. But go check it out. You'll see what I'm talking about. But it could be a lot of people are saying that, you know, they barely missed it and all of that because something told them go in this state, or like go on how do you call them, interstate, like travel on this interstate instead of that one, and they missed it. So them battle cries, whatever that cries, they're crying for help. They're telling you, listen, do this or do that. If it sounds reasonable, do it. You know what I mean? Sometimes don't listen to everything in your head, because a lot of times, not say a lot of times, but sometimes it'll be negative things that's talk to you, like try to talk to you how to do something positive. But if it's something like they're like, hey, don't go out tonight, listen to them. Hey, yeah, don't go out tonight. That's one big thing everybody knows. Don't go out tonight. Little thing in your head tells you don't go out tonight. If you know that going out ain't really gonna benefit you anyway, like it ain't gonna help you with your situation anyway. It's just fun. So if it's something to do for fun and it's not really something you need to do, then maybe you should listen to that voice in your head that's saying don't go out tonight. It's probably a reason for it. And if nothing happens that night that it says don't go out tonight, maybe it'll just a warning. You know what I mean? But you'd rather be safe than sorry. You know what I mean? Just remember that. Okay. So I got one more message to you guys. And your message is change your attitude coming from your people. This could have been somebody that's always told you, like, hey, you are what you believe you are, type of art. Signifying personal reflection and transformation. It is a composition of two anacross symbols. In the inner star, which represents the new day, and outer wheel, which implies moving forward. Somebody has always told you, like I said, you are who you think you are. So, however you start your day is how it's gonna go. We can decide on if we're gonna complain, talk bad about things, or we can take it on like the great people we are, and we can take every challenge head on, and whatever it is that you want to be fulfillment on, as long as you're doing the work, it will come. You know what I mean? But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in this reading. I really do appreciate it. If it resonated with you in any way, it was fun and helpful, confirming anything like that, just all I ask, necessary things you do on YouTube anyway. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of them things. I really appreciate it if you do. But no stress if you don't. That's cool. Like, I'm not stressing. I don't want to force nobody to do any of these. You know what I mean? It's only if you want to. Only if you want to keep seeing me and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But do appreciate it if you guys are in tune. And because at the end of the day, I still want my channel to be growing to people that if it works, like if this sustains itself, you know what I'm saying, and I see growth, I only want it to where people genuinely care. Like, you feel me? It doesn't make sense people being on it, you don't really care for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to really gain anything from it if you don't really believe in stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, that's like, honestly, that's like me playing soccer and again watching football games, if I don't really believe that a ball should be handed in their hands, I probably wouldn't really enjoy it too much as I would enjoy watching a football game. I mean a soccer game. You see what I did there? You see what I'm saying? So, but anyway, appreciate you guys so much for tuning in this reading. Let me know in the comment section how you felt about it. As long as it's not like crazy talk or like, you know what I'm saying? Most times I just like all the comments anyway because y'all see me liking comments that people probably just say anything, but hey, people's right up to their own opinions too, like, so I can't get mad at the end of the day. It's social media, it is what it is. But I do appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. I know I've said that a lot, but just wanted to let y'all know that one more time. So let y'all go ahead, get out there, do something, you know what I'm saying? Just do something. Like, you feel me, read a book, whatever. Even if you gotta stay low, stay out of trouble. That's all I ask. Stay out of trouble. Even if you're like, yo, today's a lazy day, what are you talking about? I'm watching TV. Alright, stay out of trouble then. That's all I ask. Don't bother nobody, they won't bother you. And keep it out the way. Hopefully they won't bother you. And if they do, just be mentally prepared to handle business or whatever you gotta do. I'm not telling y'all to do nothing, but protect yourself. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. I do appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna let you guys know. And I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll see y'all in the next video.